What up, nerds, and welcome back to the Edge of the Sky. For whatever reason, whenever I say that intro, the two twos just kind of throws me off sometimes. It just sounds so weird to me, but it is correct. It's so weird. So, last time we finished with the prologue. Today we are going to go into chapter 1, which I believe is called Resurgence. So let's go ahead and get going. A trap? But how? Are you kidding me? Before anyone can respond, there's a sudden sound behind us. Arg! That sounds so weird when I just said that. Keep going. Let's not. The three of us in the room all turn towards it. Well, all of us except for Zero, who keeps his eyes trained on the magician. I can't activate my comms. Guys? Hey, be careful. Four's voice cuts off mid-sentence. Four? Heh, took him long enough. Who? Like I tell you. It was worth a shot. Zero, keep an eye on the magician. I'm going to check on the others. Got it. Six turns to leave through the doors we had entered through, but they burst open all on their own. An unexpected scene plays out before us. Several men come stumbling in. Icarus has his arms thrown around Nine's neck as the taller man struggles to get him off him. But behind Icarus, 3 is... well, he's hitting Icarus in the head over and over again with the tablet. Stop hitting me! I would if you just go down already. 8 and 5 follow the men in, their faces both annoyed and anxious. You can do it, 3. Let go of our leader. When I shake off this surprise at the almost comical scene, I see 6 already rushing over to jump into the fray. But then a red blur streaks by out of the corner of my eye. I spin around to see the magician throwing a punch right at Zero. And she's way too close for him to fire the guns he's holding. Zero, look out! I reach out towards him even as I move. But it's too late, I can't stop it. The magician's fist connects with his chest. Oh boy, this is going to be a long road if I can't speak some English here. I can see Zero's body shake with the force of the blow, but he doesn't move, not even a little. He keeps the magician's guns firm in his hands. She stares at him, her eyes wide behind her mask. Still running towards the 2, I can hear Zero's labored breathing as he looks down at her. Is that all you got? Thought a Valkyrie would hit harder. I guess we have no choice but to jump into the damn fight, huh? Reaching the magician before she can notice me, I latch onto the magician's arms. I roughly pull her away from Zero, but... reacting almost instantly, she jerks her elbow backward toward my stomach. I catch it with my right hand, gripping her arm like a vice. The magician turns and her yellow eyes narrow at me. But before either of us can make a move, her whole body shudders. Her eyes roll up into her head as she stumbles forward a few steps. Her body drops to the ground with a heavy thud, revealing Zero standing with one of her guns in hand. With his finger around the trigger, Zero twirls the gun and grins at me. Hitting her with her weapon? Nice irony. One can say literally. 3's smug voice floats from across the room. I look towards the voice and see that everyone is watching us, the battle apparently won. 6 stands behind Icarus, restraining the Kairos operative's hands behind his back. The gun isn't made of iron, though. Can you not let me have one joke? Honestly, no. Guys, talk later. We need to retreat. That's right, we don't know what High Priestess is planning, or if this place is really empty. We have to get back to the roof. I'll take this guy with us. Leave the magician, though. She is too much trouble. You think I'll come along that easily? I know you will. 6 moves his arm almost imperceptibly. Ugh, big words. But Icarus lets out a short but pained yell. I'm looking forward to finding out how you got here. But for now, let's move quickly. Our escape path decided we rush of the room. We rush of the room? That sounds weird to me. Headed towards the rooftop. After navigating Kairos' building twists and turns, we finally make it out back onto the rooftop. I bend over, panting a little from our prolonged yet rushed exit. We're close to the airship now. I can't believe we didn't come across anyone. I'm glad we didn't. Yes, but it is worrisome. Why? You think it's a trap? Hey, we've got company. I'm suddenly aware that we're not alone on the roof. You just love spoiling surprises, don't you, Six? Or you're real fun at parties. Ah, seriously, you again? I thought you might be missing me. Who'd ever miss a harpy like you? Somehow the woman we left passed out cold in the lobby is already back up. And this time, there's a huge black cannon hefted on her shoulder, and of course, it's aimed at us. Who knew? As she stares us down the sides of it, I can sense that she has no intent to hold back this time. Put simply, she's pissed. But so am I. I'm tired of you, and you're in our way. I'm done playing. I focus my August and everything slows down. The cannon can hit a large area, but she still has to aim it somewhere. The magician's eyes flit towards Zero, and the cannon moves slightly towards him. It's so brief, it's likely any normal person would have missed it. Of course, he's the one who KO'd her, hurt her pride, I guess. So she's temperamental and not quite so rational then. Without another thought, I throw my whole body at Zero. With my August activated and time slowed for me like this, I can see Zero's eyes shift from Max to me. For a second, his body tenses, and I think he might actually be getting ready to throw me to the side. But then our eyes meet for just a moment, and I can see understanding dawn on his confused face. Sorry, Zero. He tenses but doesn't make any other motions as I collide right into him. Using my force to propel us both, I grab onto his jacket the moment I get close enough. We roll away just as an explosion hits the spot where Zero was just standing. With us tumbling like this, I can't stop back and look. Not even when a second explosion goes off behind us. What was that? Was someone hit? There's no way she could have recharged that weapon that fast. Frustrated by how long everything seems to be taking, I deactivate my August. The second we come to stop, I sit up and look back towards where the explosion went off. But there's so much smoke I can't actually see anything. All I can hear is coughing and sounds of confusion. I shouldn't move. I could end up becoming a bigger target if I do. I hope everyone's alright. I feel the ground move beneath me and look down. Only to realize the ground is actually Zero. Oh my gosh, poor Zero. I can barely see his face with all the smoke, but he isn't looking at me. I can tell he doesn't look happy though. Oh, I'm sorry. I lightly hop off and feeling guilty. Still lying down, Zero covers his face for a moment. He gently smacks his cheek with both hands several times. Are you okay? Trying to peer through the smoke at him, I reach out a hand. Zero just lifts both legs and jumps up in one smooth movement. Okay, don't take my hand. Fine, I'm fine. I nod and go back to trying to see through the smoke. I realize that there's definitely something there. I can see something metal gleaming in between the white puffs of smoke and something narrow long attached to it. After a moment, I realize that it's actually an arm, and it's holding a giant axe. Maybe a scythe? My whole body tenses. Another Kairos agent? As the smoke continues to clear, I hear the others shouting Zero and I's names, asking if we're alright. I know we only have seconds of cover left anyway if the person doesn't already know we're here. It's better if they know we're here so they can help. We're okay, but there's someone here. The tall figure finally moves, and the wisps of smoke part around them. I let out a small gasp at the person's presence before me. All I can sense is radiating power. This one's way more dangerous than the magician. I can't help but feel fear at the tall, muscular being before me. Especially when she easily lifts her giant scythe and swoops it across the air between us. I don't even have time to move. The air blows my hair in every direction as the smoke clears from her motion. Instinctively, I move to get in front of Zero, but he steps in front of me instead. Clenching my fist, I glare at his back. This kid. Just let me protect you. But for all her attention, this person pays us no mind, instead talking to herself. Can't see for shit in all the smoke, and of course there's no wind tonight. But I'm certain she's fled already. Coward. Oh well, she won't get far with those kind of injuries. Relaxing, I tilt my head as the woman's eyes pass over Zero and I without any interest. Are you looking for the magician too? 9 appears from the raining smoke beside the yellow-clad person as if on cue. Of course they are. This is our Operative 10. Oh, this is Operative 10, leader of Phantom Beta. Oh, and it's probably best if I tell you now that 10 prefers neutral pronouns. Another voice speaks from beside me and I jump. I can't pick up any readings here besides us. I think both Mags and Icarus got away in that second explosion. Even if she did, she'll be dead soon enough. Don't bother thinking I missed her with a weapon this big in close quarters. Although, I do like to see the bodies as much as anyone. Gotta confirm the kill after all. I swallow, feeling suddenly very out of place. That explosion, what happened? What do you think happened? I saved your asses. 10 kicks something and I hear the sound of metal grating against metal. I look down and see the pieces and ashes of that cannon all over the ground. Whoa, how did she... They do that without hurting themselves, much less anyone else? Well, I don't know why or how you're here, but we're grateful for that. 8 emerges from my other side and I clutch my heart. If even I can get close to you, you should really work on your perception, you know. It's been a really long night, you know. Of course, but if little smoke and mirrors is all that's needed to let your guard down, you'll let just about anyone get close. 5 appears on the other side of 8 and nods. It's important to be aware of your surroundings. You too, 5? 3's voice comes from next to 9 across from us. Coming from you, that almost sounds like a joke. We don't have time for your banter. We need to get out of here. There may be more reinforcements coming. 10 is right, let's get on the airship fast. I can see the best in the smoke. Follow me. 6 gives us no time to argue and begins heading toward the airship. With no other choice, we rush off after 6. When we get inside, we all head straight for the cockpit, but the pilot isn't there anymore. Do you think she went inside after we came in? Most likely, this is her home. So what are we going to do now? Leave. 10 hops into the pilot's seat. I'll pilot. One of you scan the ship to make sure there's no stowaways. What do we do if there are? 10 already moving quickly to check the systems, doesn't hesitate to respond. We throw them off. 9 sighs. 10. Prepare for takeoff. What do you need us to do? Get to an area if you know what you're doing. Otherwise, sit your ass down. What? 3 is cut off when the ground beneath us begins to shake. As he falls flat on his ass, I reach out and grab the nearest solid object to hold on to. We're moving already? Come on, 3. Holding on to a nearby chair, 8 bends down and helps 3 up. Everyone, you heard 10. Find a seat. I'll do the scan and then go double check the ship with 0 once we're up in the air. Do you need me to help? You stay here. I can see that you're exhausted. Get some rest, okay? As soon as he says it, I realize once again that I really am. In no position to argue, I find a seat and sit down. I push off my hood and finally take off my RO, rubbing the bridge of my nose. The airship vibrates and that unsettling feeling that I've left some part of me down on the ground below sets in. I close my eyes. Did you get here? I slowly open my eyes, thoroughly confused as to where I am and whose voice that was. Nish? I look around and see momentarily unfamiliar faces. After a second, I realize I'm still on the airship. Oh, that's right. I glance at the time on my RO display. 3 a.m. The night is never ending. So much about my life has changed in just the past week, much less in the past day. It's so overwhelming I can barely keep up. But this isn't the time or place to lose it. I can think about all of this later when I get home, if there is a home to come back to. 10's deep voice cuts into my thoughts, and I realize that 10 and 9 are having a conversation. 9 is standing up next to her chair with folded arms, looking as calm as ever, while the rest of the team stay seated. 0 and 6 are here too. I guess that means they didn't really find anyone. Or that they got thrown off. I swallow and focus in on the conversation. But didn't you say you had the situation under control? Do you know if 4 is okay? Ugh. 10 rapidly types at something invisible and then turns around. There, ship's on autopilot now, so I can deal with all your damn pestering. 10 stands up, and next to 9, I realize how tall they both are. Man, I'm glad I didn't have to fight them. Where are we en route to? Somewhere outside of the city's center, that's for sure. I'll explain, but don't interrupt. Kairos had clearly laid a trap for us. As soon as we thought we'd cleared out all of the attacks, a new wave came and swarmed us. We didn't even get communication up for very long. It pisses me off, but I was forced to leave and try to find you guys to help. Of course, I had no idea where the hell the Kairos base was, though. But I got lucky. Noticed that Icarus punk sneaking off in the chaos of it all. Normally I'd have killed him, but I followed him. You not killing someone must be some kind of miracle. I can make up for the kill I lost right here if you want. I said not to interrupt. Sorry, please continue. That punk stole one of our cars, so I took a bike and followed him. He led me right to the base. I didn't expect the situation to be as bad in Olympia as it was, though. What's going on in the city? From what I can tell, the power has been in and out, and of course some assholes have started trying to loot. There were all kinds of announcements being broadcast. P.H.A.N.T.A.S.M is trying to get people to stay in their homes. But with the innocent folks that were caught out during all of this, and the assholes trying to take advantage, I see. The city must be a mess right now. I feel bad for the people that were caught in the middle. Well, I do as well. But there was nothing that could be done about it. OPD was out in force, doing their best to protect the civilians. So we just have to do our jobs and stop Kairos. That's right, although I'm frustrated that things have gotten this far. I can't believe even ordinary police are being dragged into this crap just because we fucked up. Not to mention, I had to leave my team behind. I had to leave all of our operatives behind to get killed while I rode off into the night. Like a coward. I guess it's true that if we had done our jobs better, no one would be getting hurt right now. Perhaps we shouldn't have left P.H.A.N.T.A.S.M. I'm the one who encouraged you. I was certain we had it under control. It was still my decision. I'm supposed to be the top strategist. I'm the leader of the top team here. I'm the only one who should take the blame for this. I'm the only one who failed Olympia. It's not only you, we all failed Olympia. It's no one's fault, we're only human. It's Kairos' fault. They're the enemy. I'm not sure which one I really want to go for. It's no one's fault. These things just happen. Everyone in the room's eyes go to me, but I keep going. Conflicts happen all the time, and innocents get caught up in it. But we're doing the best we can with the info we've got and what we can do. You've all done incredibly well. I haven't seen anyone make any mistakes. 4 even risked his life and got hurt for it. We've all done everything we can. No one is perfect, and we're only human. We can't have predicted everything. Kairos won the battle, but they haven't won the war. Instead of choosing who to blame, we should be trying to help those who are fighting right now. There's a brief moment of silence, and I take the time to stare into each and every operative's eyes. We have to believe in ourselves. If we start doubting ourselves now, we'll never make it. 7's right. Of course I'm right, buddy. Of course I'm right. We just need to take a step back and figure out how to fix this. 9 chuckles. From the mouths of babes. Although I suppose it's more like rookies in this context. Huh? You're a rookie on the team, but you're the ones trying to get us through this setback. Yeah, because we're freaking awesome. And you're right. It's true. I'm the most experienced one here, but I'm the one who lost sight of the situation. Let's think about what we can do to make this right. Everyone murmurs and nods in agreement. We know we need to take our base back from Kairos, but we're lacking manpower. Anyone have any ideas? We can't take this airship, that's for sure. They'd just shoot us down. But if we can infiltrate the base, maybe we could get to a critical location. Are you thinking of the command center? 10 nods. If we activate the counter security measures, it wouldn't matter how much manpower either side has. I guess it's our only choice. What counter security? I haven't heard about this. Me neither. Well, yeah, probably because you're not leaders. Something even the other guys don't know about must be really high security info. I can't say anything more about that, but I think that's excessive. I hope we can find another way. What other way is there? Better than having the bastards take over the entire city for good. The two fall silent, and it's clear they're at odds. For a few moments, no one speaks or maybe even breathes in the room. Are there any other options? 10. Do you have any additional data about the status of P.H.A.N.T.A.S.M? Maybe something you forgot to mention? Maybe. Thinking about the command center with Kairos movements, this is where it seems like Kairos was fighting to get to. Could it be possible they know about the counter security measure? That's also the location where communications and the phase leadership is. That's right, it would make sense to take the command center immediately, even if they don't know about it. It's also designed to be highly defensible with its location. If we could take that room, we should be able to, 9 glasses at 10, one way or another, clear out the building. Or call for reinforcements outside of Olympia at least. But the same problem remains. How do we get in with a small team and without getting everyone killed? I have a suggestion. Please go ahead. Due to the way Kairos tends to function, each separate group has a leader, much like the Phantom cells. So you're suggesting to take out the leader. It should cause chaos. That would be a good distraction. And a good workout. Pandemonium is my middle name. It's where I work best. Still, good as I am, I'm only one person. It might not be enough to stop us all from getting killed or captured. And that still doesn't address the issue of how we reach the leaders in the first place. Everyone falls silent once again. It feels like we're against impossible odds. This is so frustrating. Isn't there anything we can do? There's been lots of times where I thought I might not be able to make it through, but it's never been anything like this. A surprising gentle and deep voice is the one to answer my hopeless question. We could just focus on taking the main leader, the one in the central command. They would probably be the highest ranking one too. But that doesn't solve anything. We still have to get in there. I can do it. You're not. 8, it's my job. This is what I can do. I can do it, I can help. Sending 5 in all by himself? I hate the idea already, but I know I have no room to speak in this conversation. I'm just the rookie here. I have to defer to them as professionals. It is likely to work well. Taking out any leader based on my data of Kairos is likely to plunge the rest into confusion. If we're going ahead with the infiltration, then I might have some useful info. A Pharalis having info about infiltration? Ted merely looks at 3, and he instantly falls quiet. While I was leaving the base, I heard the enemy talking about one of the leaders needing to get something out to Kairos HQ. I guess they couldn't do it over the net, with communications are down. Or maybe it's something physical they have to carry. I wonder what it is. Possibly some kind of phase-sensitive data they discovered within the command center. How do you guys think they'll be carrying the data? It seems like that's pretty important to stop in itself. 3 pulls his tablet out of seemingly nowhere and begins tapping on it. There are several ways Kairos is known or suspected to use to transport things. The simplest way would be a Kairos operative. Considering this, it's possible that Icarus had the item himself. That just makes him getting away sting even more, if he's even alive. I could be wrong, but I don't think he had it. I heard them discussing this while I was in pursuit of him. I think Icarus was totally off radar in his own separate mission. He avoided all fighting while moving to the vehicle area. That is one likely possibility. What are the other ways they might be transporting it? There are a few delivery services that P.H.A.N.T.A.S.M has been investigating. Oh, that's right, we've been thinking that that's how they move things between cells so easily. It's something I've looked into before. Then we need to intercept the delivery service before they pick up the item Kairos wants to get out. So we grab the delivery guy, and then what? It'd be good if we could stop whatever it is from getting out, but how does that help us get deeper into P.H.A.N.T.A.S.M? That's where I come in. That's how we work. You guys find me and in, and then I get in. And then we get rid of the leader. No, it's too dangerous in this situation. Not only will that be a huge blow to Kairos' confidence, but we might be able to get a message in that way. Those bastards are so smug right now, thinking they've got the whole city under control. But there are still P.H.A.N.T.A.S.M operatives alive in there. That's true, we could rally the troops, so to speak. Are you sure there's even any troops left? There has to be, damn it. My team knows they can't die, or I'd bring them back from the graves to kill them again. Oh, she sounds like me, that's what I would do. And then there's Rask, too? Rask? Nothing could kill him. 4 is in there, too. 10's right, we have to believe in the other operatives. We have to trust in our comrades, right? 9 pauses for a moment before continuing. I have a plan now, thanks to everyone's thoughts and insight. But it's going to require the entire team's cooperation to work. Everyone has to be on board. That means you too, 8. I'm game. Let's hear the famous strategist's plan. I don't know how I can help, but I'll do my best. We don't have a choice anyway. With everyone in more or less agreement, we all lean in to listen to 9's plan. The planning over with, 10 brought us somewhere outside the slums of Olympia for a few brief hours to rest. Although the others hadn't complained, it was clear everyone was exhausted. Even so, 0 and 6 went out to go find this delivery person. We don't even know if they've come already or if they're coming tonight. This is such a gamble, and those 2 must be just as tired as anyone. 0 has not only done so much tonight, but he has one of the most dangerous roles in the plan. Just him and 10 against all those Kairos operatives. Ugh. I clench my fist, frustrated that I can't go with them and help. But everyone has their role in the plan, and we've got to stick with it. And mine is to meet up with 4 once we get the message through. I know he said he was fine, but he hasn't even stopped to rest once, and neither has 6. Frustration boiling over, I strike out at the nearest wall with all my force. I instantly regret it though, because of the loud sound it makes in the middle walls. Oh no. I hope I didn't wake the others who are resting. The sound of a nearby air pressure lock opening immediately follows. I wince and immediately get ready to apologize to whomever I just disturbed. I'm sorry 7? Oh, I thought you were 0. This is much better. Oh, sorry. No, he's not back yet. Good, that means we have some more time. Do you want to come in and talk? Talk? But didn't I wake you? No, I couldn't sleep anyway. Oh, of course he can't. He's got the biggest part of this mission. He must need a distraction. Sure, I can talk, if you don't mind. 5 responds by reaching out and grabbing my wrist. Whoa! He's stronger than I thought. With a tug, I'm pulled back into 5's room. 5 pulls me into his dark room. It's unexpectedly dark in here. 5, what? But before I can say anything else, the gentle glow of the stars outside draws my attention. Drawn to them like a moth to light, I walk towards the window. Standing in front of the bed, I look down. I see nothing but endless purple clouds drifting along. I hear 5's voice beside me, but can't turn away to look. It's pretty, right? I nod. Why can't I climb on the bed for a better look? I love the stars. I love the stars. They make me feel like I'm home. Is that why you wear that pretty scarf? I glance at 5 and he points down up to my waist guard. It is. When I came here, I changed into clothes I thought would suit me not only as a fighter, but as a respectable Olympian citizen. But before I left my clan, they'd given me this scarf. It was their way of telling me that they'd miss me, but it was also so that I'd always remember home. Why stars, though? Stars are very important to me. It's my life. I was born on the night of the starfall, 27 years ago. That's why I was given the last name Starwind. Wow, that's amazing. You're amazing. Oh no. Oh, well, thanks. It's not like I choose the day of my birth, though. That's so cool, though. Someone decided you would be born on that special day, so it means you're special. Aw, thanks, 5. This guy, flirting it up. So, what did you want to talk about? Do you want to sit on the bed and watch the stars with me? That sounds nice. But I'll stand. Or, maybe we can turn on the lights. Okay, we can turn on a little more so it won't ruin the view. Monitor lights on. In an instant, the room brightens and I feel some of my anxiety fade. As I agree to, I sit on the bed next to 5 cross-legged. He does the same, mimicking my position. So, how are you feeling? I'm fine. Really? You're not nervous? 5 frowns. For a moment, I think I've said something wrong. I want to be cool in front of you, so I didn't want to say it. But I am nervous. I'm scared. Oh. I'm sorry for asking. It's okay. I'm glad you can tell someone, actually. It's hard to tell the others sometimes. Especially when 8 is already really worried. Oh, I'm sure. It's difficult being in these kinds of dangerous situations with someone you care about. But I feel I could tell you right away. You're really nice. But don't tell 8 or the others. Okay? I nod. I promise. 5 holds out a pinky. For a second, I blink at it. Then I smile. It reminds me of the promise the clan's children used to do with me all the time. I like my pinky with 5s and shake his. You gotta come back. For 8's sake at least, alright? If anything goes wrong, we'll come and get you. Yeah, thanks. I hear the hissing from the pressure door opening. Realizing my questionable position, I am a hop off the bed. 5, I got your... 0 walks in and stops. I greet him with a smile. 0! I'm so glad you're safe. Yeah. And, am I interrupting anything? Nope. No, we're done talking. I examine the pile of clothes 0 is holding. Looks like your mission went well, though. Nice work. Yeah, thanks. 0 tosses a pile of clothes at 5. Get dressed. Without another word, 0 leaves the room. Realizing what he said, I decided to follow his leads. But before I leave, I look back at 5. He's holding the clothes with a focused and distant look on his face. See you later, 5. I know your mission is tough, but you'll be okay. I just know it. I can tell you're a strong person in your own way. Thanks, 7. I'll try my hardest. The last thing I see is 5's bittersweet smile before closing the door. Let's confirm the plan again. 6, would you do the honors? Of course. Quiet down, everyone. This is the last time we're going to review it. 5 is going to take the identity of the ADS delivery guy, who 0 and I caught on the way to Kairos. ADS has long been suspected as a service that was involved in various shady business deals. One of them being servicing Kairos as messengers and aiding in moving highly sensitive items around. Once he's in, he'll assume the identity of a Kairos operative to move around more freely. I'll be shadowing him to help him guide him around enemies and help him escape if need be. Once 5 has located Operative Yakovraske, oh my gosh, these names are going to kill me. He will pass a message that contains information from Phantom Alpha. 5 gives a brief nod. The message will be devised by 3, 8, and 9 in such a way that Kairos won't understand, should 5 be captured. But you're not letting that happen, right? That's right. The information will explain the situation and inform Raske to gather the survivors for a counterattack. If any have been captured, I'll assist with freeing them. We'll also be having Rasuke inform 4 of his new mission if he's alive. He's definitely alive. Right. 7 will meet up with 4 at the sniper point we've chosen, a building across from Phase. 7 will inform 4 further of our plan and guard him while he carries out his mission to kill the highest ranking Kairos sub-leader. Got it. I'll take over from here. 0 is to be partnered with 10 in order to lead the counterattack along with the survivors. He will also break off and disable any outer phase security to make sure 4 is clear and open to take the shot. 3, 8, and I will stay back on the airship to provide support and tactical guidance. I don't want 5 doing this. It's way too dangerous. He's the worst fighter. 8, this is the only chance we've got. No, 6, I understand. He's just worried about 5. 5 technically has the most dangerous role in the mission, but this is his role. This is what he's been trained for. You have to trust your teammate. 5 walks up to 8 and smiles down at him. 8, it's gonna be okay. You had better make it back. 5 unexpectedly pulls the pouting 8 into a hug, patting him on the back. I'll do this successfully and come back. You'll see. 8 playfully pushes him away and smiles back. Those cool words had better be the truth, 5. It will be. My heart melts a little at the 2 operatives. They must have been through a lot together. Being on this team is no joke, but it just goes to show how dangerous this is that they're all so worried for each other. Still, seeing them worry about each other like this, I feel blessed I got into Phantom Alpha. Everyone understands the plan? Besides me, everyone in Phantom Alpha responds with, yes sir. 9 turns to me. 7, I'm sorry that you got dragged into this in your first week at Phase. No, it's not your fault. Hell of an introduction to the team, though. Yes, it is. But you've done extremely well. 9 turns away from me to look at each operative. There's no turning back now. The only way we can come out of this is by achieving our goal. For the sake of Olympia and our comrades, we must win. Phantom Alpha, let's move out. Okay, so I think we will stop this part here. We will do Phase 2 coming Wednesday, and then I'm guessing there's going to be a Phase 3, and that will be coming on Friday. So look out for those. I hope you had fun with me, and I am really excited for this mission to play out. So I'll see you all again later. Bye-bye!